My parents immigrated here. It's
Yeah.
like so hard. This is a life of luxury I'm living.
Yeah.
So I can never really put myself in the shoes to be like,
Oh, they really did a number on you, didn't they? You fucking... You're a show poodle compared to me.
Welcome back to the Bhavcast. Today I got comedian and the producer of Roux Comedy. Please welcome James McAliney.
Thank you. Good to be here. Good to finally see this in person.
Yeah.
And understand what kind of operation you got going on here.
What kind of operation do I got here?
I'm very judgmental, but it looks good. I like. It's very like. This is like you're a dude, like you're a dude who played sports and did cool shit. Like we get it.
Well, to be honest, I didn't play many conventional sports.
Yeah.
I played like the off-brand sports, like karate.
Karate. Okay, I'm looking at karate. Snowboarding. I did snowboarding. That's good.
Oh, you shred the gnar, pal?
I haven't in like 5 years, but yeah, I definitely used to shred the gnar at. Actually, you're from a similar. Did you go to Spring Mount?
Yeah,
I
Spring,
used to
dude.
go to Spring Mount. Yeah,
Spring was where we grew up.
It was just big enough to be legally called like a skiing mountain or snow hill, but it was great. Yeah.
And they had those Thursdays where they were like really cheap.
Yeah, I don't. We would get like the 4 passes, and 4 lessons, 4 passes. They were cheap.
Oh, you were taking. Oh, so what did you do? Snowboard or ski?
I did snowboard.
Oh, okay. So you're hella cool. Yeah.
Oh, you skied?
No. I snowboard.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
we're
You're
on the
cool
same
too.
side.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do the half pipe and stuff like that?
Well, Spring was like the only place actually on this side of Pennsylvania to actually have like a half pipe. So I did play on that one.
Okay. Blue Mountain had one too.
So
I know this because my sister had a severe break in her leg off the half pipe.
Oh.
So maybe they actually stopped that, because too many people were getting hurt.
Killing
my sister
themselves.
had a really bad break, and it took forever to heal. So we didn't sue them, but maybe we should have. Maybe other people got the bag, so they got rid of it.
You can't sue them once you sign the lift ticket or buy the lift ticket on the back.
Yeah, but if they're negligent, I feel like everyone, if that's like the law, everyone would put into everything you can't sue us.
Yeah.
But you still can. I mean, come on. You can't trick people. You can't put into iTunes we own, your soul for eternity.
I know, but this is different. This is like you're participating to go do a dangerous thing,
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you die skydiving.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. No one can get mad.
Well, you're right. But if the person packing your chute fucked up, you can get a little mad.
Yeah. Okay.
If the plane drops you off wrong and you hit another plane or some bullshit, you can get a little wrong. You know what I mean?
Okay. But on the half pipe business, right?
Yeah.
You have.
I want to make some money here. Okay, stop shitting on my
I'm
point.
gonna help you.
Okay, help me out. Help me out here.
Because I'm brown. I love to make money.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So. It's just the half pipe place is a bad place to try to get the money.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know anyone who broke a leg skiing and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
if she took that broken leg and then it went to an Acme and then got a re-hurt there,
okay, yeah,
this could be potential. You know what I mean?
I used to work at a grocery store and we'd get people in like that. There would people who clearly weren't hurt and they'd be like, "Ow, my back" or whatever. And they'd just be lying there. And so the manager would come with a camera and my job was to clean up the mess. So you'd have to leave the mess. It was a crime scene. And then you cleaned it up, and you always saw some old lady ow, and then they called an ambulance, and they never got in there. I don't even know.
Yeah. No, I feel that. But that's the place you want to try to make the money.
Yeah.
But this half pipe business, it's you
Yeah.
can't. It's like
a jury's gonna look at an old lady who slipped in a supermarket and be like, yeah, she deserves some money.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at a young kid like you and me when we were in our teens or whatever, and be like, yeah, they were fucking asking for it.
Yeah, they signed up for it.
They knew what they were wearing. They were asking for it.
And were you there when she broke the leg, or
Yeah, I was there.
did you witness it though? Did you see it?
I I don't have like a great memory of it, but
Okay.
I did see her fall. Yeah, but I don't remember like a distinct crack or anything. I just remember fell. We stopped. I didn't think it was like that bad at first, and then she was like really in pain, and I'm like, oh, like I'm like a teenager kid who was like, maybe I was even like 12. I was just like, oh, what's this fucking bullshit?
Yeah.
Like she's just
we gotta
faking
leave.
it. Yeah, like oh god, I want to go up the mountain. It was getting dark already, and so and then they had to call like the ski ranger with one of those like tow sleds and bring her down. I'm like, oh, she's so dramatic. And then they would go to the doctor, and it's like, this is a very severe, painful break. so I guess I didn't have as much empathy as I should have back then. But yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Have you ever broken anything?
No. No.
Sprains?
No. I mean, I've hit shit, and it's been painful for several days, but no real sprains, no stitches, nothing.
Wow.
And I did crazy shit. I did crazy shit, and I got free. How about you? You?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm prone to accident.
What's the craziest shit you did? Like, did you like Russian people like jump off of buildings and shit, like something like that? Climb skyscrapers.
So and then I got hurt.
Well, I'm just curious what crazy shit you did,
well,
even if you didn't get hurt.
Like one time in college, I thought I was Bill. Did you ever watch wrestling?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm familiar with the concept of wrestling.
Yes. So then imagine now that, and then being drunk, and then just being dudes, and then being late at night, and then no pussy being around, you know?
Okay.
This is what we're doing. Let's wrestle. And his back was to the staircase, and I just speared him down the flight of stairs.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like fun.
And in the air, when we start going down, I start realizing this is bad.
Yeah.
And so I what I did, I just I speared him, and then I kind of just grabbed him and tried to I took the brunt of the fall.
Yeah.
Because now I realize, oh man, I'm hurting my buddy.
Yeah.
And I hit my head on the door, and the door is like steel.
Yeah.
And then, apparently he says I fainted for 3 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Because I was out. But I'm just telling him I was just taking a beat.
Yeah. You know what? I did have a similar where I jumped up to catch a kickball and then hit my head. And then I just I was out for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is you don't really get the progress. You don't understand what happened until a little bit later.
You took some CTE.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I was real young though, so my brain is hopefully better.
But after I tackled him, we got up. I was like, yo, bro, my bad,
Yeah.
And then I had long hair at the time as well.
Yeah.
So I go like this, and then my whole hand is bloody.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to go take a shower. And, because showers fix injuries for some reason. Man thinking. Okay. Man math. So I'm like,
shower.
Yeah, shower, go to bed.
Tan, laundry, fuck yeah. Fuck bitches.
And shower.
Fucks all physical and emotional problems. Fixed.
And
shut up, I'm not gay.
We never are.
Fucking straight.
Yeah.
Now let's fucking get in our whitey tighties and wrestle some more.
Wrestle. But my boy ended up we had a big open shower and 5 nozzles, and my boy kind of peeked in there, and he saw just a stream of blood.
Yeah.
So he comes in there, he's like, yo, Bob, we gotta take you to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then I ended up having to get 8 staples in my dome.
Holy shit.
And then
yeah.
if I shave my head, you can still see it.
Yeah, I met.
And I got 4 stitches in my finger. You know what I mean?
You fucking pussy.
So
how did you do that?
At the same time.
Oh, the same time.
The same injury.
Wait, you hit your head, you went back, hit your head, and you also somehow
I think my finger had scraped one of the posts, stair posts, maybe, on the way down. Or something. I have no idea. But it was
Yeah.
But this was my hand at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I had to learn to use this hand.
See, here's the thing is I think I got all my dangerous shit out from the ages of 7 to 14. Because I was maybe even younger. I was the terror that no adults wanted to watch me.
Yeah.
Like my parents would leave me with a realtor while they're looking at a house. And I'd just climb on top of the swing set or whatever. as a kid. I would just like go up palm trees. I was a climber.
Big
I loved
tree climber.
trees.
Yeah,
you too,
same, dude. I love climbing trees.
I love that. Yeah, it was great. And then I would like jump from branch to branch, and it would freak the fucking. I loved freaking out adults. That was the best.
You little monkey.
James, just come down. Hold on a second. I brought a knife to school back when you could bring a knife to school.
Was there ever a time?
Yeah, it was like right around. I'm a little bit older than you, but I'm like 4 years. Are you what? I'm 90.
I'm 93.
93. Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty similar. It was probably like 6th grade. I went to like a hippie school.
Yeah.
Where
what
like,
school? I went to North Penn. So like Malvern's not close. It's not far.
I was in college. This was in Kimberton. I was in Collegeville at the time, so this was Kimberton Waldorf School. Have you heard of that?
No.
If you did, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, this guy's a fucking weird hippie." How do I? It's like a real hippie school.
Okay.
Like no homework. Like in math, like you learn geometry, like by drawing shapes, but you also like walking shapes in the field. Like you just like shake. It was invented by like a German.
Walking shapes in the field.
Yeah, like if you're learning about circles, you also like got to go out and walk in a circle.
And then
it's.
Would you also walk in triangles and hexagons? Not being funny. I'm serious.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We would do all that shit.
Whoa, that's interesting.
I'm trying to think of what the hippiest stuff was, but like we did all like we sung and did the German art of eurythmy.
Okay.
So
it's German based and not so like Christian based, or just
it is Christian mysticism. German. It was a German guy called Rudolf Steiner who talked to God. Do you know what channeling is? It's like when you write shit, but it's not you writing it; it's God writing it.
Oh, so they're channeling through you.
Yes, so that's how he came up with it, and it's just this. Yeah, it's a pretty big. It's like all over the globe. There's a bunch of them, but it's very like hippie, and there's just weird. Like you don't know, they don't like hard corners, so there's very little hard corners in like any aspect of it.
So their desk,
the desks are all rounded. Okay. Yeah, my chairs were all rounded.
So you wouldn't have a table
the lettering
like this.
is usually rounded.
Never like this.
Not usually.
Yeah.
No. Like
Whoa.
we did like handwork school, so like I know how to knit, I know how to crochet, I know how to do all that stuff.
You had like FCS class.
What's FCS?
See, I don't know exactly what it means. Family, FC, community, and then sciences. Maybe, but it's like in my high school we took it.
Yeah,
and we like baked brownies and like made like a pillowcase.
Okay,
use a sewing machine.
We kind of did that. Well, we all had to like do instruments. We had to like record. We did recorders.
Yeah, recorders.
We like knitted a case for our recorder. We knitted socks. I knitted a pair of socks.
I love that.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Like we'd play in the stream. Like our recess, we had like a stream, and so we would like have competitions about like how many frogs we could catch in one recess, and like our record was like 14.
Whoa! I love that, catching frogs. I used to have little frogs.
Frogs, crayfish, anything.
Crayfish. Yeah.
That was real sick.
Yeah.
I didn't learn a lot academically speaking. Like I switched. In like middle of 6th grade, I switched to a slightly less hippie school called a Montessori school.
What the fuck?
Do you know about Montessori schools? Get on the alternative education, hippie mom. Do you even have any quartz crystals in your house? What are those purple crystals called? Do you not meditate at all or do yoga? I mean, come on here.
I get trolled for not doing yoga.
Montessori is slightly, it's based in science more, and it's Italian. It's not German. So both very fascist in nature, but so that one's slightly more mainstream, and so I went to one of those in France actually. So it was like I had to learn shit in French, and I didn't know.
Oh, bonjour.
Oui, oui.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Parlez-vous français?
Oui.
Tu appris le français à l'école? I don't know.
No parle français no more.
No parle. Did you learn French in school? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I learned some French.
Yeah, je m'appelle Guy.
Guy? C'est qui Guy? Your friend? Did you have like a French name?
Yeah, that was it, Guy.
I think I had a French name. I think I was like Pierre or some bullshit too.
I liked it because it was spelled like Guy, but it's like Guy is like
G-U-I?
Yeah. No, G-U-Y.
Oh, okay.
Like guy, like just like a homie.
Oh, okay.
And
interesting.
But it's pronounced ghee, like Indian ghee.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, cultures collide.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the French are hilarious. I imagine they did this to Mexican food. I imagine they did this to Indian food too, where. So Europe, they're like everyone like perverts the culture of food to be like them, like in America. Like,
of course,
So what in France, like their idea of like spicy food is like mild salsa is like spicy to them. You know what I mean? They have a very refined palate, so they'd be like attention très piquant, which means very spicy, and it's like fucking mild. You know what I mean? But they're like that. So like they had like Mexican food, and they love sauces, like any type of sauces. So Mexican food was like all like mild sauces and like chips. And so I can't imagine what they did to Indian food if they don't like if they get the spices completely.
They're
out
just
of it.
using the same spices from Mexican food.
Yeah. They're like this Indian bean paste, delicious.
Indio.
Oh oui. You know what they had? They had American restaurants.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah. They had it was called, I think it was called Buffalo Grill. And so fucking when people say American, they're like, howdy partner, like they think it's like they love the Wild West shit.
Well, that is America.
And yeah, exactly.
When you think about America, what do you think about?
I think about like McDonald's and I almost said 7-Eleven. I'm like, actually, I think that's like Japanese owns that company now. Yeah, I think about fast food. I think about like strip malls, housing developments, entertainment, Hollywood, TV, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
What do you think about?
I think it's just about like the South. I think that
the South.
Yeah, I think.
So you don't feel like you're in America right now?
No, I feel like this part.
You're like Center City. This is practically England.
Philly is like a whole new country itself. You know, I mean,
it's much more diverse. Like like I went to Austin and I was like back. Closer to the pandemic, where everyone's like, Austin is going to be the new center of comedy. It's going to be center of the tech industry. And I like went to the city. I'm like, this city kind of sucks. Like Mexican food's okay. Yeah. But like that's like all as far as like different cultures. That's pretty much all they had besides like Southern barbecue and fast food.
Well, other cultures just haven't gotten to Austin, Texas yet.
I guess so, but I think there's a reason why. Like I think they've had plenty of time to get down to Texas. And I think they don't like it, I think like all the Indian people, I think they're all in Houston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't think they want to go to Austin.
I feel that.
But yeah, it was so I was like I forget where I'm going with this, but yeah, I was just fuck Austin.
No, you were just I was saying like if you
the South is America.
Yeah, if you were to stereotype America, like I think about the South just like America, like that is
No, it's definitely a specific stereotype.
Yeah, the guy with the fucking pickup truck with the flag. Just fucking flagging.
Like Kid Rock or something.
Yeah, that's America to me. And like
Morgan Wallen, like saying the N-word and getting way more popular.
I mean, anybody could. You want to take a run at it?
No. Oh, okay. Maybe you could get away with it. No, not me.
Naeem actually gave me permission one time.
I mean, I don't know.
But I haven't really taken it up yet. I gotta wait till he's in the room.
Hey man, it's America. It's a free world.
Exactly.
South's a certain type of America. Like, what do you think of here then? Is here just like neutral to you?
Yeah, I feel like this is America, but this is a confused America.
Okay. Here is Philly specifically?
No. I just think our this is more like okay.
In Northeast specifically?
No, Northeast.
Okay.
But let's say that line that runs across the country.
There's a few lines.
Oh, okay. Well,
you mean the Mason-Dixon line?
Maybe there's like a line where like intelligence or like school systems get like better, and then like in the South it's like more rural. There's like a line.
Well, I know the Mason-Dixon line like allegedly separates the South from the North. Is that what you're?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the line.
But I get the concept. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think up here we have like so much like college and shit that everyone's getting a little confused about like just everything.
Political correctness gone crazy.
It's like it's almost it's wild, and it's like
Is it the fucking liberals' fault?
I don't know anymore.
Is it Mike Pence for not fucking standing up for what this country belongs in? Is it? I am right with you, Bhavik. I didn't know you were on our side.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what's going on anymore, James.
Yeah. What confuses you? Or what frustrates you? Where's your anger? I want to turn you out, baby.
So
I want to radicalize you.
Yeah. So I
don't see any guns on this wall yet.
Whoa. I went shooting, dog.
That looks like that could really do some damage.
This is a big gun.
What the fuck is that? Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's like.
Well, then you're not a real American.
I'm sorry. I shot a lot of guns that day.
Was it an AR-15?
No. So the irony in all this, right?
Yeah.
So for my boy's bachelor party, we went up to the Poconos, and I was like, Grayson loves to shoot guns.
Okay.
And he was only shoots his handgun because that's what he has.
A Glock?
I don't know what he has, but because it's like expensive, to also just go out there and waste money, just blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
especially like. I don't know if you've been following this, but there's been a bullet shortage for the past since the pandemic.
Yeah, because everyone's ramping up, and
I think it's over now. But I'll be honest, I haven't been following it. I used to work for a guy who was very much following the bullet shortage, so I get updates.
Imagine they already made so much money.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they fucking love liberal presidents because they sell so many guns off of them,
I think I would figure Republicans would do all the gun selling.
No, because, it's like fear. So it's like, Obama's going to take your guns away. Better stockpile a shit ton of guns, Biden's going to take your guns away. Better stockpile a shit ton of guns. So they're very good at marketing that kind of stuff,
Yeah. But for his bachelor party, I was like, let's go to the gun range and shoot all the guns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I shot a grenade launcher.
Okay.
Sawed-off shotgun.
Dude, how much is one shot from a grenade launcher? Do you know?
I think it was like maybe like $22.
Okay. That's okay.
But you were shooting a flashbang, really.
Okay, yeah. You weren't shooting. Nah. Yeah, you weren't shooting real shit. I imagine they wouldn't let you shoot real shit. Yeah.
Sawed-off shotgun, man. That one really fucking.
Is that fucking legal?
I don't know. I mean, legal there in the Poconos.
We call it a 22 special down here.
I mean, they called it something, but dude, that one fucking.
According to Leonard Skinner's songs, it's a 22 or a Saturday night special. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to be cool there for a second.
I mean, I would have just not got the reference and just been like, hell yeah.
Saturday Night Special, I think, is according to Leonard Skinner. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, Leonard.
So you shot that. What else did you shoot?
I shot a bunch of handguns with the AR-15. So Grayson was like, telling the guy, he was like, these guys really haven't shot guns. Like, what do you recommend you shoot first? And he's like, you might have heard of this one on the news, but AR-15 is the easiest gun to shoot.
It's our fucking Justin Bieber of guns. It's a Taylor Swift concert for men.
Yeah, dude, I fucking first time ever shooting a gun.
Yeah,
I killed my enemy, murdered him.
Yeah, who was?
Just the piece of paper.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
But the thing that it made me think, like,
you had some profound thoughts afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
most
interesting.
School shootings are done with AR-15s, or like that fucking Rittenhouse character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like.
We named a square after him.
That's crazy.
That he did an AR-15. Yeah.
Well, that gun is just so easy to use. So they've engineered something so easy to use, but it's like the first one you can get.
Yeah.
I would think if the engineering was so easy and efficient, this gun would actually be the more challenging one to get. Like, get a shotgun. That one is like, sure, it sprays, but from long distances, like, you're probably going to miss.
So if someone's going to do an effective school shooting, they need to have some fucking skills, is what you were saying.
I don't know how we solve the school shooting, but
it's like, I want school shootings to happen, but it just make them harder. You know what I mean? Like, fucking in my day, we had to earn a school shooting. Okay. Yeah. No. I get I always see the argument online where they're always like, "Fucking guns don't kill people. People kill people."
Of course.
But it's also like, but certain things make it way easier to kill people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like a Glock, it would be the handgun equivalent. Like, Glocks, was an amazing gun invention. Like, a handgun, way lighter, way easy, doesn't jam a lot. So a Glock, AR-15, I'm not as familiar with AR-15, but super easy to use. Just unloads a ton of shit. You know what I mean? You get those illegal long clips or whatever.
They're so fun.
The bump stocks or whatever they're called. Like, I'm not gun people, your gun fans are gonna be like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, we love guns, dude. Any talk of guns. Bang, bang.
But come on, you gotta admit, okay? It's way easier to kill a lot of people with a gun than it is a fucking spoon, okay?
Yeah.
You know, like, you gotta take responsibility for how deadly and, you know, how...
Just crazy it is. But also, you can kill a lot of people with a car.
Yeah, well, that's a different object. Well, we have car control, okay? We have to take a test in order to drive that car, okay?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, right. We should more testing in guns.
I'm not a gun guy, but I'm not like vocally anti-gun or anything.
Yeah.
I think guns will be important when we inevitably rise up as the proletariat and kill the people who control the means of production. So I think that is important. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
James. Would you? Are you gonna get one?
Alexa, play. What's that socialist song? El Nacionale, the Nationale. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. So you're gonna get a gun eventually.
Well, when the time comes, you know, when Stalin is revived from his grave, and we need
Can I recommend one?
Yeah, sure.
The AK-47.
The AK-47.
Yeah,
that's the most classic gun of all time. You know what I mean? That is. What's as classic as an AK-47?
Nothing, dude. We shot that second. I was like, this is the gun of my people.
Yeah. Is it the gun of your people?
I don't know, but usually it's a gun of terrorists. And,
no, not. I mean, it's the gun. It's the gun. Not necessarily. It's the gun like of a lot of people.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It was it was the gun of like. I mean, it like terrorists use it.
Yeah.
But the AK-47 was like way better than the American alternative during as far as like jamming and like if you're doing like fighting in like deserts or fighting in jungles and stuff like that, it's way more reliable from what I've understood than like an M16 or whatever the Americans were having. Like
those.
They like if you. From what I've heard is like they really had to like really figure out like the guns they sent the people to Vietnam with, the Americans, fucking sucked, and they really had to like figure out and do a lot of work to like get them good guns because they had shit guns to begin with.
The Gandhi guns.
The Gandhi guns?
Yeah.
Is that they used AK-47s?
I don't know. We didn't use any fucking guns. We surrendered and went on a hunger strike or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't really know what our warfare is like.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Indian war.
I was going to ask you about like the whole situation. Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? I'm such a bad Indian dude. I don't know anything. I don't do yoga.
Well, I'm
not a doctor.
You're a fucking engineer. That's pretty good.
No, not according to my mother.
Oh, yeah? What are you according to your mother?
Yes, I don't know.
A failure?
Pidali Gadi. That's a phrase. Ready? It's Pidali means drunken, and then Gadi means car.
Okay.
So, like, it's basically...
You're a drunken car. Oh, my God. You're like, Mom.
Where's this Bud Light?
Is that... Do you ever like start crying and you're like, I'm not that mom?
Never.
Never? Okay, never.
No.
You don't ever have like a weak moment where you like feel your emotions? Like
I do.
Okay.
Solely by myself.
Just by yourself? Okay. Well, that's valuable.
Yeah, dude.
Never like when you like have a girl like you like in a long relationship, you never like show your weakness to your girl and you start crying and you're like, it's just so fucking hard sometimes to be a man in today's society. Sometimes I just feel like people don't respect me as much as I want them to.
Okay, so you know that earlier we were talking about like I'm confused because like up north like we don't get things.
Yeah.
But like this is part of it. Like life is hard, so why you know like it's supposed to be hard. Yeah. So like there's not real like my parents immigrated here, you know? It's like so hard. This is a life of luxury I'm living.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can never really put myself in the shoes to be like,
they really did a number on you, didn't they? You fucking... You're a show poodle compared to me. You fucking don't talk about shit.
Yeah.
This is like a thing. I think you know who got it the worst is the kids of Holocaust survivors. They really like.
Yeah, probably.
They really needed a lot of therapy because they really got fucked up. Oh, are your feet cold, child? Let me tell you what the Nazis did to us. Oh, God. You're allowed to feel feelings and have pain and not like stuff, you know. just because your parents were like got on a boat. No, that's racist. They probably got on a plane.
Yeah, I think they got on a probably a plane. Yeah.
My great grandparents got on a boat. That was a long time ago. Yeah, plane. And were they like doctors back in India? And when they came here, they were like shit. There's like we don't accept any of your that kind of stuff.
We came from a family of farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we are farmers.
Okay. Farmers in what was it? Gujarati?
Gujarat. Yeah.
Okay.
And please don't ask me the village because I keep forgetting. It might be Latras or it might be. I don't know. That's the only one I can whip out of my brain right now.
Yeah. Is there because there's a bit of there's no water. I just drank.
Yeah, if you want a water, we can go get you one.
Yeah, can we get?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We back.
Yo.
You hydrated now?
I'm fully hydrated. I got 2 jars of water, so I appreciate the hospitality.
Of course.
In your house.
How much water do you drink on a daily basis? You think?
I try and do 2 gallons, but sometimes 1 gallon.
Holy crap! So you walking around with a gallon or what?
No. Well, I do have by my desk. I have a big gallon, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy. The Gen Zers, it feels like, are insane. They have I see people with the big gallons at the gym. Young kids. I see TikToks where they're drink whatever 5 gallons a day and it makes your skin good or some shit like that. So
there is a point of no return.
Yeah,
you're flooding your body.
Yeah.
But there is also this one train of thought. See, when you have brown parents, they teach you Eastern thought.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're constantly hydrating your body to that point, then let's say there's a week.
Yeah.
Where you go on a vacation.
Yeah.
And you can't really carry around a fucking gallon everywhere. That week of your life is going to be miserable.
Yeah.
You're going to have headaches.
Yeah.
You're going to have actually water withdrawal.
Yeah.
So it's in the perfect world, you consume when you need.
Right.
And then it's you kind of stay stable.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also drink a lot of water too because I like to. Because you have a desk job, I have a desk job.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels nice to be pissing clear during the day if you're just sitting around.
Yeah.
You feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it does make you feel good. But yeah, no, I've definitely I like hiking. That's my fun thing.
Wow. I was on my fucking piece of paper to talk to you about.
Oh, hiking?
Yeah.
No, I like hiking. So you go in the wilderness, and so you bring some water, but it's not enough. So you gotta get it from the ground. You gotta filter it. You gotta go to a mountain, stream, or spring.
Fucking man versus wild shit out there.
Yeah,
James?
dude. Dude, water straight from the ground is it's delicious.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So how you harvesting it, brother?
Just get a bottle and fill it up. So if it's clear straight from the mountain, I don't even bother filtering it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe you're supposed to, but I don't. And then, you just get a bottle, fill it up, and drink the water. Well, or you could do this too if you want.
I'm confused because you're saying sometimes if it's from the mountain and it's clear enough, you're not filtering it. But what are you using to filter it if it's not?
They have small Sawyer. What's the right word? Ceramic filters.
Oh, okay.
So you have a big pouch. You fill it up. You hook it up to the filter, and you squeeze it through.
Interesting.
That's a very common hiking solution. You can do other stuff. You can have like tablets you put in that filter it. There's a myriad of solutions.
Are you aware of these big bags that people they'll take the murkiest fucking water and they'll fuck this it's basically an IV and then it drips and it's this is clear water.
Yeah.
Would you ever do one of those?
And those seem like a pain in the ass. And the big bags are impossible to keep clean and dry and a pain. So I don't like that. I just honestly I drink most of it out of a smart water bottle or just a regular grocery store bottle. And then I'll have a couple bladders that I usually empty just in case I need to cuz usually you're in the hollows or the valley where there's a lot of water, so you get that. So when you climb the mountain, there's less and less water on top of the mountain, so you gotta stock up on water, climb the mountain, and drink the water, go back down, get more water. So usually that's what you're doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
My sister loves to hike.
Yeah.
But I've never heard this side of the hiking.
This is so.
Or is this something uniquely you do?
No, this is a little more than hiking. This is more like backpacking or wilderness trekking or wilderness hiking, that kind of stuff. So that's what I like to do. Like she might just like.
Oh no, she goes out like on a mountain and stays like.
She just stay out there for multiple nights.
Oh yeah, like she's like she went to like fucking somewhere near Bali or like Southeast Asia and like hiked a mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
But does she stay in like usually like there they have like hostels and cabins and stuff?
I think when she was doing that mountain one, like they like would like have like kind of like these you know, like when you're climbing Everest, they have like these little posts.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like almost like one of those, but like not Everest. You know what I mean?
So I mean they might filter water there. I'm not sure exactly what, but she probably had guides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's a different experience. I mean that's a great experience. I'd like to do that too, but that's different. I like going out just me solo, no one else, no cells. Like the place that you go in, like northern central Pennsylvania. It's called the Pennsylvania Wilds. There is like no cell service. It's just crazy. If your car breaks down, you're kind of fucked.
Has your car ever broke down?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did. Although I did drive down a logging road. But there was active logging, so I drove all the way deep down into the road, then spent the weekend camping and hiking. And when I came back, they had closed the logging road and put a padlock over it. So I'm like, fuck, I can't get out. But then I went and looked, and they luckily didn't lock the padlock. So I was able to get out. But like I would have been trapped in there for like a couple more days until the logging people came back, if they ever did come back. So there is, some.
Interesting. Have you ever encountered an animal out there?
Yeah, bear. You hear. I don't know if they're coyotes. I think they're some type of like wolf coyote, not wolf, but like some type of like bobcat coyote thing that you hear. I never see them. You see deer all the time. You see like wild birds, like smaller turkeys. You see.
What are you doing with a bear, dude?
That was my first hike ever. I saw a bear, and basically, but I was actually hiking with. I had my sister's miniature Pomeranian with me, so the Pomeranian. So I was like here, and the bear was like on a ridge, like 20 feet away, like up like 8 feet higher than me. And so the dog saw it before me, and the dog just barked really loud, and the bear just booked it. So I'm like, these bears aren't that fucking tough. If like a fucking 1 foot, a foot long Pomeranian scared that bear away.
Dude, Pomeranians they have personality and they have spunk, dude.
They do.
You know,
they have no fear. No fear of cars. Some of them, it's like. Be careful, but so that got rid of it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's great. That's what you go in there to like be close to that kind of stuff. It's just like a feeling like you don't get anywhere else.
Of course.
It is really great. Like if you've never done it, I recommend.
I feel like I get this type of feeling if I go like shredding the Narp somewhere like big and open, and then you kind of go in the back country and like like feel like real silence. Sometimes snow hitting the fucking snow.
Real silence. That is important.
And so that's like mine. You know what I mean? But
I get it.
Yeah,
totally similar thing.
Bugs. You know what I mean? And when you go hiking in the woods like this, like fucking critters, spiders, if your head hits like a leaf, maybe there was a guy hanging out on that leaf and now he's on your fucking head. Now he's on your shoulder.
Yes. Yeah, there is bugs. So if you go, there's certain seasons where you can go. So if you go in like the fall or like the spring, like March, early April, no bugs. You're good. Okay. But if you go in the summer, there's a ton of bugs.
I hate bugs.
So they can get annoying. If you go in the winter, no bugs. I mean, it's freezing though. So like that's not fun.
I actually don't like being out in the cold.
The cold's miserable. I have spent some nights like in the cold, but it is really rough. You gotta like boil water and put it in your Nalgene and like put it by your feet in the sleeping bag. I was like, okay, I'm not doing the cold anymore. But you feel so like. What's great about hiking in the cold is like you feel really alive and you're like, oh, like if I fuck up, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Because like in the summer, if you fuck up, like you'll just be lying there.
Right.
But like no, you got to get that tent properly. You got to stay dry. You got to get your sleeping bag. Because otherwise, like, you're dying in that cold.
Yeah.
So.
No, I know. That's why I've never really camped in my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't like.
It's kind of like one of those things. Is like, you know, these my parents came there from a village.
I totally
give
get
us
it.
an apartment. And you know, don't get me wrong. I love being out in nature.
Well, we like to pretend like we're poor in camp. Like, that's our idea of fun. I totally get it. Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm scared of bugs. I think that's what it really boils down to. It's the fucking critters.
Yeah.
And but what do you do?
Now,
well, go ahead.
Is it like okay? No, I was just wondering. Is that like just like here, you're afraid of bugs?
Everywhere.
Okay,
look, it's not that. See, in the woods, this is what I believe.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself in their ecosystem.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm coming into your space, right? So you can.
It's ours too. Like
No. This one, that fucking sanctuary of a forest up there.
Okay.
Is their space.
Yeah.
You see, Philadelphia is our space.
Okay.
We like to think it's everybody's space, but just pigeons, cockroaches, and rats live here.
Okay.
You know, so like when I see, like maybe since I've lived in this apartment a year and a half, I've had like 3 cockroaches.
Yeah.
Fucking murder them.
Okay.
They don't fucking stand a chance. As soon as Bhav gets an eye on you, it's over.
I mean, that's pretty good for Philly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a nice, clean place.
I keep it clean, and I have like fucking like little like cockroach fucking powder like in the crevices.
Okay.
You know, I fucking you know, the worst experience I ever had is I'm blind without my contacts.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night I went to go pee.
Yeah.
And I'm peeing and I look up and there's just a cockroach on my mirror.
Oh yeah.
And I started backing up. I'm peeing on the floor. I'm peeing on my feet. I'm so
oh
scared.
no. Oh yeah. Oh that's the worst when you're peeing and something and you're like, fuck, I can't stop the stream.
Because like the thing is, I was looking down and I was like, peeing, and then I looked up and like, you know, you took a piss. Like you're like only like 7-8 inches from the mirror.
Yeah.
So brother was right in my face area and dude,
I had a similar experience, except it was your comedy business card that was on, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I peed all over it just to extinguish that disgusting smile of yours.
Good.
But yeah, no, that's the worst. Yeah, when something happens to you when you're peeing, or I don't know if I sometimes. Like where I live, there's like a lot of like stink bugs. Sometimes like I'm sleeping and you just feel something walking on you while you're sleeping.
Don't even fucking say that.
Did you grow up in the suburbs?
Yeah,
in, like,
Lansdale.
Lansdale.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
were there like stink bugs or were there like
those
box elder bugs?
Well, now what is a box elder? Is it the like ones with many legs?
It's the like black and red smaller ones.
Probably. Like
maybe they're called June bugs or something.
If it's a fucking suburb bug, you know,
they just come out around like June or something. Yeah, there used to be where I was in Collegeville. There was like piles of them, like on the door. Like there'd be like a ton of them on the side of the house and stuff.
Shit. I mean, it sounds like that. Almost sounds like like what are those spotted lanternflies? You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. This predates them.
Yeah, exactly. So we probably had them.
Spotted lanternflies probably like ate their eggs and kicked their butt, and now they're dead or
exactly.
something.
Now, they're like the evolved form of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they grew up.
Did you have lightning bugs?
Of course,
dude. Apparently, like there's way less than there used to be in the 90s. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, because
they're like dying
we're killing everything.
Yeah, we so are killing everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, lightning bugs are so beautiful, and I remember if you just catch them and you just take them and just
put them all in a jar. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, but I mean that's all right. But the fun one is when you.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
Get a streak of light.
Yes, yeah. You put it on your.
No.
Look, I'm a Native American. No, I never did that.
No, neither. I would never put bug guts on my face. Only on my dick.
Only on your dick. Okay, yeah. They people did that. So when they would make like watches, the early watches, they'd add like glow in the dark like hands, so you could see them
Yeah, no,
in
I've
like
seen
the
that.
50s or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when they first did it, they'd use like radioactive chemicals.
Whoa.
So there was this like lady whose like job was to like paint the radioactive chemicals, and she's like, "This is cool as shit. I'm gonna impress my husband." So she takes like the radioactive paint home and like paints herself and like makes love to her husband with all this radioactive paint on her. And died of radiation poisoning a couple months later.
And what happened to her man?
I think he died of radiation poison too.
I'd figure as a doctor.
I just thought I'd share that fun story.
No,
that
I like
heard
that.
About.
I like that.
It just made me think of people dying of radiation poisoning.
Well, that is like, I mean, that's like magic, right? Like, imagine if you had a body part that just fucking blinked.
Yeah.
Like, YOLO, boom.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, you know, yeah, you do think of like advanced technology. It is magic like the first time you hear it, you know?
I mean, I don't think like I don't think humans have been able to recreate the properties of spider webs.
Yeah.
You know,
no, or silkworms.
Yeah, I think that's another one. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like what?
I know, it's crazy. I'm like I felt the same way. I was like the first time I heard like Nicki Minaj, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Who is this witch? This is amazing.
Nicki Minaj is just a spider.
I was like, what? And featuring on this Trey Songz song?
Oh, James.
I don't know.
You're gonna get
No, but you remember the first time you hear artists, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of like kind of like technology.
Yeah.
But you remember the first time? Oh, let's go back to technology. Remember the first do you remember any first of the first time like you heard of like technology and like what your reaction was? Because I remember my first time hearing about text messages.
Yeah.
There was this commercial, I think it was during the Super Bowl or something, where they had, I think it was like a Nokia phone, something like that. And the commercial was like these people were like at a concert and they were like texting back and forth with the T9. They're like, are you here? Because the whole idea was the concert was too loud, so they couldn't talk on the phone, which is what everyone did.
Yeah.
So they're like, are you here? This is fantastic. I'm like, you're telling me people are going to take phones and like write letters into the phone to communicate? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, this will never catch on. So that was my...
I don't think I've had like really... I think anytime I tried a new technology, I was probably just living in it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean... we were beta testing Xbox Live, right? Like, we were like the generation that did that.
Beta, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I beta tested World of Warcraft.
Like, do you remember how crazy that shit was?
Heroes of New Earth, the Dota ripoff.
Or like, yeah, but like, I remember one time when I got like my sister's phone, I was like texting this chick, and I didn't know like text messages cost a lot.
Yeah.
So then I got in trouble for that.
30 cents you were texting a chick. Yeah, that was where your mom, my mom was like, maybe we should make you unlimited texting now.
Exactly. Or like, but the last thing I kind of like remember that I had like a fucking epiphany was like I tried like VR for the first time.
Okay.
And I was like pretty hammered.
Yeah.
And like just the whole thing is crazy. Like, you put that headset on and you don't even have hands anymore.
Yeah, you have like, did you have the spatulas they give you?
I've done a couple since then.
Yeah,
but it was just like the whole thing, you know, like it was like, and then you were just like, you could just hang out somewhere else and you were there. Yeah, and you got to remember, I was also intoxicated, so it was really.
Is this recently?
It was like maybe like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck.
I tried it a little earlier than that. Yeah. But I tried it probably around 2016 when like Valve was like pushing games. Okay. And my friend had, I think it was an HTC, and I like tried it, but it was like just doing it. It was cooler and I liked it, but it was like it was just like tower defense games, and so I was like, I don't want to play this. Like what's cool? You know what I mean? Like they got to make cool shit that I want to go to and see. And I don't think like they're there yet, you know. Like all the cool. They're not going to make a TV show that's cool just for. I mean, I say that all of a sudden there might be this hot TV show that you can only see on that, but for now there's nothing really like cool. Like
in VR.
Yeah, like they would. TV, like whether it's streaming or not, TV is still like the dominant. TV and movies are still like the dominant media. Like I remember people were experimenting, like YouTube. There used to be like choose your own adventure web series on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, they kind of had those on Netflix too. Like, you know, like you kind of choose.
Okay. Oh yeah, they did have one.
Yeah,
yes.
like what the fucking characters do.
And did you watch it?
I think I've like tried it.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, but then every time it was like, I have to press the button.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we're not here for this.
Yeah. Okay, this isn't like Goosebumps or whatever. Did you read those books where it's like, if you hate him, turn to page 8. If you love him, turn to page 20.
No,
you never did those.
I never. I didn't. I mean, I only read what was mandatory in my youth.
Oh, you weren't a reader at all. What were you? A gamer?
I like. We can move this table up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, let's move this table up.
Yeah, get comfy, James.
There we go.
Yeah. Now this is nice.
Fuck yeah, this is good. I mean, I could go with just rounded. You know.
I know.
It's against my religious upbringing to have hard corners.
But, you know, it's not against my religious upbringings.
Okay.
Hard corners is preferred.
Really?
Just, you know, shove that. Fucking.
Okay.
Oh, why'd you hit the corner, you dumbass?
I'm trying to practice my religion here.
Yeah. Wait, what were we just at?
We were talking about you didn't read. Were
you
a gamer?
Just no reading. I like to play outside when I was little.
Okay, me too. Loved it.
Yeah, like well.
You didn't read outside books though, too?
No.
Okay.
Like, you know, and then like maybe video games, but then it was just like school and homework, and then like playing outside, and what I did.
Yeah.
Like,
you were like very academically inclined. You had to like do homework
in
school.
And then like sometimes I would watch like if I had like a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Like, a TV show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like.
Did you have any TV shows growing up? You big Sabrina the Teenage Witch guy.
You know.
Melissa
like,
Joan Hart is so hot.
What did I watch growing up? This is crazy.
You don't know? Did you watch like animated like Nickelodeon?
Yeah, so probably like Pokemon for sure, Power Rangers, all that shit.
Power Rangers, yeah. SpongeBob.
No, I didn't have. Okay, so I didn't really have like cable like that.
Okay.
So I had like whatever you had on like Saturday morning, like Looney Tunes.
Okay, sure, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Dexter's Laboratory.
The Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
The
like
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls, those hoes.
Yeah.
Those fucking sluts.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, things like that, and then like, I liked Harry Potter a lot.
Okay, yeah, me too.
That's why it's on the wall.
Did you read Harry Potter though?
I read it after.
You watched the movies?
Well, the thing is, all the movies.
What a fucking loser, okay? What a fucking nerd.
I didn't fucking read, dude.
You watched the movies, then read the books?
Yeah, because I needed to see whatever the hype was about.
You're like, oh my God, there's way more racism and hatred in the books than there are in the movies.
Well, you got to remember, you're like 3 years older than me, right? So like, all the Harry Potters basically came out on my birthday or around my birthday.
Okay.
So,
which was like summer?
Like November 18th.
November,
so they all came around the third week of November, Thanksgiving time.
Gotcha.
Because it's a Christmassy movie.
I remember the movies you mean?
Yeah, the original.
Oh, okay. I think the books were released in the summer because that's when kids are at home reading books.
Well, I don't know about that business. I played outside in the summer, you know.
Fair enough.
Rode my bicycle.
I did too when I read books. So did your mom like when you were a kid read books to you?
No, I don't. No, not really. Because
okay.
she couldn't really. It's like the language.
English
barrier.
Isn't
Yeah, it's
okay.
like their
fair enough
third language, maybe.
Okay, her third. What would it be? Gujarati, Hindi, then English.
Yeah, probably. I would say that.
Yeah.
Gujarati, Hindi, and
nice.
English. And then she probably knows something else, you know.
Yeah.
Just has never shown me the magic.
Yeah.
Just whip
do
out.
you speak any of those languages?
Yeah, I can speak Gujarati, and then like, I like to claim I can understand Hindi.
Okay.
But recently, this guy at my work that just left, he speaks Hindi, and one day like he just came up to me, he just started saying some shit in Hindi, and I could tell he was shitting on someone else.
Yeah.
And then I kind of looked at him just like, ooh, and he was like, wait. Do you not speak Hindi? And then I was like, nah, dog.
Have you betrayed our culture?
No, like Hindi.
You're like, no, I'm a Gujarati. Get the fuck out of here, you Mumbai dipshit.
I was like, don't let me smack you around.
Where would like he be from? Would he be from Mumbai or something? Or like where the main like where Hindi like obviously Hindi is the main language, but where's like Hindi like originally?
I would say you would see more Hindi speaking in the more prominent cities.
In the big like so Mumbai.
Yeah.
It's called Mumbai, right?
Yeah, I think now it's called New Delhi, maybe.
Well, it used to be New Delhi. And then I thought they went back to Mumbai, but then they're like, "This Mumbai sucks. We're going back. We're back to New Delhi again."
Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing over there. Just make up your mind, Durkas.
I'm trying to be a good cultural person.
No, you're
make up your mind, people.
You're doing great. You know a lot.
Political correctness gone insane. I just, you made me racist. I try and use the right pronoun. That's it. I'm turning to white supremacy. You did this to me, liberals.
These goddamn liberals.
I try to be woke.
I tried too, dude.
And no hippie chicks want to fuck me.
And if they do, they smell.
That's it. I'm shooting up a sorority. No. Bleep that out so you don't get demonetized.
No, it's all right. We're not even making money.
Okay, good.
We need that. So
you upload on Rumble though too. Right? Is this streaming on Kick?
I was thinking about getting on all that shit. You know, I was surfing Pornhub the other day.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
And I literally saw some woman. She had like a calculus class on there.
Yeah.
She just was had like a little bit low cut shirt, but just modest, like maybe like an inch into her cleavage, and she was teaching like integrals. And I was like, where was this bitch when I was in college?
Yeah. Like that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I skipped over it, but it had like 79,000 views.
Oh, I'm gonna look that up now. I'm a softcore man myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Like I want to leave me guessing. You know what I mean? And I liked integrals, okay? It was fucking, what's the other one? Cosine and sine.
Oh.
Trigonometry. I fucking hated that.
Yeah. That was all very, very hard on my life. So I
that wasn't hard for you at all?
No, it was. It was very hard.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
what kind of engineer are you?
Industrial.
Okay.
So like manufacturing.
I assume you need a lot of math though.
Oh yeah. But math, like just.
So you figured it out.
Oh yeah.
It was either that or die. Get shipped. What are the threats like for an Indian parents? Like, we're gonna ship you back to our village, and you're gonna sweep flies off of dogs. Like, I don't know.
It's kind of crazy.
That's racist. Sorry.
No, I love that. No, more racism the better on the Bobcast. Okay. We have a fish here, dude. I mean, but you know, I was thinking about one threat my mom used to tell me when I was little.
Yeah.
And she always used to say like, Avik, if you don't act better, I'm going to send you to boot camp.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Boot camp.
Military camp, was what, or military school,
yeah. And then
similar.
when I went to college, I was taking sociology.
Yeah.
We watched this movie, Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. I really relate to that one guy, that fat guy.
Yeah, I was like, I need to show my mom this movie.
Yeah.
Because this is sometimes can be very fair. There was in my
yeah, that's exactly how boot camp is.
It
kind of is. Like they do bully people.
It's a frat.
Like. Yeah, it is a frat. Yeah.
And it's like it's a frat that they have accepted that culture all the way up the line of command.
Dude, like the Air Force Academy was like bullying the shit out of like non-Christian people because it's a very like Christian academy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was rough. Like Jewish kids, or I don't even know if they were Muslim kids, but they were like. Yeah, so they can really fuck you the fuck like if you're not listening to country music, like there's gonna be issues.
Yeah,
like have you talked to like comedians who are in like the Air Force and stuff like that? It's like everyone gets into country music. Like, that's just a thing, you know.
I mean, I low key love country music too. You know what I mean?
Some of it's okay.
Yeah, it was just nice to drink a beer.
Some of it's fun.
And,
yeah.
You know,
like,
hang out by your pickup truck.
Yeah, and
look at that girl's booty.
Yeah. No, it's funny though. Like, it's funny, like, there's almost, like, rules, like, what you're allowed to talk about. Yeah. There's only, like, 5 or 10 things you're allowed to talk about. You're allowed to talk about your truck. The worst thing that can happen to you is, like, heartbreak. And, like, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. It's just booze, girls, heartbreak, truck, and, like, the
mama.
The small mama. You
They're
can
like,
talk about
I
your
love
mama.
my mama.
Oh yeah,
she
yeah.
makes
Family,
a beautiful casserole.
religion, and then like any like southern descriptors, like the smell of clean cut grass, coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of any descriptors like that are like great.
This is America. Like this is what I think about America is like. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, country music, very American.
It's this accent, you know. It's like I'm going to beat your ass. Them dirty Mexicans.
Beat their ass.
Build that wall.
Fuck the Dixie Chicks. I don't know. Yeah. No, there was there was one of like exactly like the most like stereotypical. Have you ever heard of the band Montgomery Gentry?
No.
No? Okay. Well, they're like you may have heard some of their songs, like mid-2000s, like, this is my town, burr, 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 this is my town. They have one song called, like, Titties and Beer. If I ever get a beer, I'm going to name it Titties, like something like that. And then they have, like, some other, like, I Support the Troops song. You know, all the standard things.
The Troops, that's a big one.
The duo, and like you actually been there, but me and Cody Wright, we used to do an open mic at the Flying W.
Yeah.
And they and we were doing a show there, and like the week before we were doing a show, they were doing the biggest country music show ever. It was with Montgomery Gentry, who were like, you know, they were expecting about 1,000 people. They used to be huge in the mid 2000s. They were a little less popular, but still people were, you know.
Yeah.
And so, like, 1,000 people was going to be great over the weekend. I saw, like, they built, like, a giant, like, an outdoor stage, you know, big, like, a really cool, like, the stuff you see at music festivals, you know. And then what happens is they get there a day early, and it was, like, an airport, a resort, you know what I mean? They're like, we got a day to kill. What do we do? Let's get up in the, let's take some rides in the helicopter. And so Troy Gentry gets up in a helicopter with the pilot. He's, like, showing him around. All of a sudden, there's a malfunction, and the helicopter can't go up, can't go down. And so they're just in the helicopter. They're rating. They're like, dude, what do we do? Like, we're fucked. And so they're, like, calling all the emergency people. The helicopter is, like, I don't know, like 100, 200 feet, like, above a field. And it's just hovering there. And they're like, we can't land this. We can't do this. And so the helicopter runs out of fuel and crashes. And it kills one half of the band. It kills Troy Gentry of Montgomery Gentry. And the concert didn't happen. And that was right at where we did an open mic, you know.
That's right where we did. Are you bullshitting me?
I am not bullshitting you. That is a real story.
Is that why the mic kind of ended?
No, this was way before that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's why Montgomery Gentry ended. And they actually sued... They should have sued because they did the FAA or whatever it is did an investigation.
Yeah,
and they found out that it was fault of the place,
of course,
Flying W, for improper maintenance, and of the pilot for not doing a proper inspection before getting off the ground.
Yeah,
but they don't have any money.
Yeah,
but the helicopter so they sued like the helicopter manufacturer. Yeah. They sued.
They try to sue everyone, but
they sued the people who have money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you know you see a grieving widow or whatever, but then
dude, that's
Montgomery.
crazy.
Montgomery announced he's like, I'm going along without him now. You know, I need to keep touring.
Like, yeah, we need this cash.
Yeah.
We're broke.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking insane. Yeah. Because they're like a big name band. Like if you know 2000s country music, they're like a huge name.
I probably do know a couple of their songs. You know what I mean? But I just don't know them
they're
by.
Also like cliched, like everything people hate about country music. Yeah. Like they did all of that. You know,
that means they're great. Yeah, I mean, if you got look, you know, I have haters right now, James.
Yeah,
but I'm waiting for the haters for after I kind of make some success.
Yeah,
because.
What are the haters going to hate you for, or what do they hate you for?
I don't know. I don't know what they hate me for right now. You know, I just feel sometimes I walk out.
For your freedom? They hate you for your freedom?
Maybe my hair. You know, they can't rock a mullet.
They hate you because you get mad bitches?
It's the flow isn't as much right now. I'll be honest with the Bobcast audience.
Comedy is not, you know, that's not what you do if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to. Well, if you want women to like you.
It's not even that, like, because they like funny people, but it's also our schedule, and then...
Yeah, but they don't want, like, someone who, like, goes out every night, and, like, that's not what a...
Well, that's part of our schedule,
aren't necessarily funny, like, we're funny, but it's really like it's a grind to learn a very specific type of being funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People just want like a charming George Clooney. Like he's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not necessarily him, but like that type of like, ooh, I say something, you know, ooh, I always got a slick answer for everything or whatever the fuck.
Well, you kind of need it. Like, look, I was watching this Steve Harvey video yesterday about that show he has. Like, you know, what's that show? Like where they guess like
Family Feud?
Yeah, probably that one. And it's like
survey says.
yeah. And they asked like some man like, what's a part on your wife's body that's too big and like something like that? And the guy goes, oh, Steve, you know, her heart. And that funny right there, just on the spot. I was like,
it's like dad humor.
Well, that's like that saved him.
Yeah,
you know, like you need to make like.
Was he supposed to say her tits? Like, what was he supposed to say?
No, I don't know. But the heart was the correctest answer.
Yeah, that's
man.
like the
I'm not gonna get in trouble tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You said what on live television, James? Oh my God, you my grandmother.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not going good for me right now. No ladies. But I'm taking a break. I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Focusing on yourself.
Focusing on myself.
Maybe take up some yoga.
Take up some yoga. I was thinking about Pilates.
You know what I say if you're having some trouble?
Yeah.
Get your ass out of the fucking club. Go to church. You're gonna meet some. No, I'm kidding. That's another like that's like a hack. Urban like get your ass out of the fucking club. Go to the church. You're gonna meet a good bitch there.
Would you want a very religious woman to settle down with?
No, I'm not a religious person. Are there like religious? I guess there are. But here, do you meet religious people?
Like, are you saying in general?
Yeah. You're not Christian, right?
No,
some Indians are Christian.
I grew up. Yeah. Some are.
Or Muslim.
I grew up Hindu.
Hindu. Okay.
And, you know,
that's right. I know. I'd seen your act.
Yeah. And then you know somewhere. Hindu is just a series of stories, Hinduism.
Yeah. So, we actually did study that in our weird religious school.
Yeah.
We studied the stories of now I'm like, am I getting mixed up? But there's a guy with like a bow who shoots the bow and it like shoots nuclear bombs with his bow.
Probably, but I don't know.
Is that Vishnu?
If it's Vishnu.
I don't know.
If that's
Maybe
my dad, I'm going to be.
Is your dad's name Vishnu?
Yeah.
But I think that's a god too, right?
Yeah.
Is he the god of war? Is your dad named after the god of war?
No, I gotta. You know, I have so many like kind of like bits about like my dad's name being Vishnu, but I just compare it to like me being the son of God, and then the whole bit is about being like related to Jesus.
Yeah.
But like, let's see, Vishnu, the god of preservation.
Okay.
That great maintainer who often appears in various incarnations. Yeah, this guy goes around.
Oh, okay.
He shows up as like a fucking hot guy and then bangs your wife and then leaves.
Oh, dude.
He's
you got to Indian god.
Then this is Ganesh right here.
Maybe it's Ganesh. No, not Ganesh with bow. I know Ganesh though. Ganesh is probably the most famous, or Shiva maybe is the most famous one.
Oh, you're so
I'm thinking of Rama. I think I don't know. Yeah, Rama had the bow. Anyway, no, we had like.
I'm very impressed by you, James.
Thank you.
This conversation has very impressed me.
Okay, yeah, I'm not a fucking dumb idiot.
I'm not saying that. I thought you were dumb.
Okay,
but
it definitely does help to like learn about. You know, it's easy to just like be in your own bullshit, but it's important to like learn about other people.
Yeah, I took world religions in college, and they did the 5 major religions from like beginning to end. And I think it's basically like Hinduism and Buddhism. Like I forget which one is first there. Maybe
which one came before the other one?
I think Hinduism might be.
I think Hinduism's the first one,
and then it kind of goes like.
And therefore the bet. No. Yeah.
And then I think it's like Christianity, Judaism, and then Islam.
Judaism is definitely way before Christianity.
Okay, then maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But they're all
and then Christianity and then Islam. Yeah.
So I had those two mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all very interesting. But you know what? Guess what? They all come down to the same shit.
Yeah.
Just be cool.
Yeah.
You know, be cool.
Yeah.
And you know, go make some love, and you know, smoke the burning bush, and you know. That's it. That's it. You know.
I mean,
that's it. That's all there's.
So, like, my family was traditionally Catholic.
Yeah.
not really about being cool about shit. Like that's why there's a lot of people like leave Catholicism because they're
so
not
what is it?
super cool.
What is it? What cool about what? Not what?
Just everything. Like I actually didn't grow up Catholic, so I don't know. But like very judgmental.
Of
like
course.
first
But
of all, very
everybody's
judgmental. Yeah, very like. Just the basic shit, like in the early 80s, like when my parents were like, yeah, we use birth control, like that was not cool. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't do that, you know? And then just like,
because
even
they were
when I like,
for purpose. You know, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like, their whole ideology was brainwashed to like, you know, have a family, have kids. Yeah. And then our brainwashing was go to college, right?
Yeah.
And then we're kind of learning like sometimes college for certain things might. You don't need it.
It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
yeah.
It's just what everyone is brainwashed into.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. No, it's all about getting rid of our brainwashing.
And it's kind of like I sometimes
and not taking the vaccine. Definitely don't keep that in there. You will definitely get pulled off YouTube for that.
Wait. Did you take the vaccine?
I did, yeah.
Oh, man, I unfortunately did too.
Yeah. Motherfucking liberals.
Yeah. You guys. Okay, dude, the only reason I got the vaccine.
I took the vaccine because you took it, Mr. Donald Trump, okay? And now I don't feel so good about it, and I shake at night.
I never wanted to
My
take
dick doesn't get hard anymore. I'm fat and ugly, and girls don't like me.
It's all because I took the vaccine.
Fuck yeah. It's
I got so sick after taking the vaccine.
Yeah, me too. I got really sick.
I got fucked up.
Yeah, me too. You know why? Because we're fucking not on that liberal bullshit.
Yeah, dude. It was trying. I felt like almost
it was trying to get that patriotism out of us. That's what it was trying to do.
Have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
On and off, but I'm not super familiar with it.
Okay, let me just give you Zuko, the guy that's trying to kill the Avatar the whole time.
See the firebender?
Yeah, the firebender. Okay. But eventually he becomes good, right?
Okay.
And he becomes good by letting Aang's flying bison free. He was going to kill the bison.
Okay.
But then
Appa with the chopper?
Yeah.
I know Appa.
And then he goes through like this metamorphosis, right, internally from being bad to good.
Yeah.
Right? And that fucking, it was like he was having a fever. He had to sleep for many days.
Yeah.
And that's what the vaccine was.
Yeah.
It was like a metamorphosis trying to come over my body, take me, like become. I
was like shaking a lot. Why do I not like Andrew Tate videos anymore?
More veganism.
Help me, Mr. Shapiro. What the fuck is Jordan Shapiro? Whatever.
But that's what I felt like. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I was partying the whole pandemic. Can I real talk? I was probably drinking the whole fucking time.
Dude.
And
no joke, I was 185 pounds before the pandemic.
And then what were you after?
Now I'm like 230.
Oh, dude, the pandemic ruined you.
It did. Well, I had just lost it at the beginning of 2019, so I,
No, but then the pandemic
it definitely hurt me. It did fuck me. Yeah, but I'll get back to where
You'll
I was.
get back.
Yeah.
What I'm a big fitness guy. What is it that's holding you back?
It's diet.
Yeah,
it's not. I mean, I do work out. I'm trying to a couple times a week, but it's
and you hike. Yeah, diet's a big one. Like last night, I ate a whole box of cookies. You know what I mean? I don't need to be doing that. Then I had diarrhea for like 3 hours.
I had a fucking Domino's pizza. It's not even a good pizza.
It's not.
But the chemicals are addicting.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like all those foods. Like, have you ever had like fast food or like pizza like without like soda? Because soda, the aftertaste is horrible, but like soda, you got to wash it down with soda. It's horrible.
Most fast food I don't eat with soda, but like Pizza Hut, the Pizza Hut, pizza crust.
Yeah,
I need to drink with a Coke.
Like, have you ever had like a McDonald's burger without a Coke?
I don't really eat like too much McDonald's burger.
Or
See, I was a
Wendy's.
vegetarian for the first 20 years of my life.
Yeah. Oh, very Hindu of you. Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
And then, I found a frat life at Penn State, and these guys were like, "Are you gay?"
You went to frat at Penn State?
Yeah.
Okay, So you missed it. You were still kind of in the era, but like when the first year I went to college, there was the Penn State was #1 party school. Did you listen to that This American Life episode? You should.
I have to check it out.
#1 party school. It came out, I think, in like 2009, and they just go to all the frats. They're like, they find like these frat guys with a stop sign that they ripped out. Like, yo, what are you guys doing? They're like, nothing. We found this, and they're like, "Yo, like this is anonymous. You don't have to give your name or anything." Oh, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're taking it door to door." You know?
Yeah.
And like people were like just peeing in the road. And they had like the jackets that girls wear that they can just leave at the frat because frackets. Yeah, exactly. And
frackets also become this.
Yeah.
Let's say it's like 1, right? 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? Bob is just taking a quick piss.
Yeah.
So he can go to bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes bitches will be running through a frat house just looking for an open door.
What?
So they can just steal a jacket and leave.
Oh.
It's cold.
I
bought like.
Did you get shit stolen like that?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, really?
I bought like 8
jackets.
Zine hoodies from Zoomies, like fucking when I was like in 11th grade.
Are those expensive ones?
No, they were like $40 each.
Yeah.
But like I have like 2 left.
Oh, because all the bitches stole them.
Just one at a time.
Oh my god!
And it just wasn't such a great hoodie for me.
Yeah.
It just like it didn't like crunch at the bottom.
Yeah.
It just like fit the arms well. You know, it just I love this hoodie.
Yeah.
So I bought 7 and these bitches.
Dude, that's crazy. I was mad when people took my pineapple and ham pizza out of the fridge. That's a different level.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Girls steal food out of frats all the time.
Yeah.
There is like a...
Dude, girls are so bold. Fucking college girls are fucking fresh as shit, okay? They fucking need to be I saw...
They're the biggest criminals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They fucking steal shit, dude. Dude, they fucking piss all over the toilet. Like, they're not, you know...
Dude,
they're not sitting on that. They're squatting and they're just pissing all over everywhere. Dude,
you want to hear the craziest piss story?
Yeah.
Literally, one time we were like cleaning up the frat house. The parties end at 2.
Yeah.
So I think like I was either a pledge or maybe I was giving a pledge a hard time, whatever it was. And then we're this kind of like, and I live at the house, so like that's why I'm kind of up.
Okay.
And we walk around, and we just see this girl fucking squatting on the middle of our dance floor, just taking a piss. And the pledge like runs over, or maybe it was me, and just gives her a quick just.
Oh, pushes her over?
Just a little, not a push. Just a mirror, you know, just a shove mirror. Madam, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed, yeah.
Or maybe it was just a story I heard, but it definitely happened. Like, it was, I was black. But, you know, like, college is like,
you're not sure what was reality and what was a dream.
It was like the 4 years you can't, like, you had the most fun you can't remember.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
I just came out with an engineering degree.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And Penn State's a good engineering school. Yeah, you missed. I feel like you missed, but I was there partying loosely. I wasn't like a huge party, but like the weekend before... it all went to hell, and Joe Paterno came out that Joe Paterno was hiding stuff up. I was there the weekend before. The last time I was at Penn State I've never been to Penn State since Joe Paterno
and Sandusky
No, that came out.
Joe
I literally I drove home and then I texted my friend who was there, and he was like, I was like, they're riding, and he's like, yup, they're riding, because I forget, they were like doing something with the Joe Paterno. I think they took away the Joe Paterno statue and people got angry.
Nah, so that happened when I went there, my summer session.
This was 2011.
So when did I go to college? I graduated in 2012. I think it was 2012.
Okay.
Because I went there. And
I think there was ongoing drama.
Yeah,
I think there was initial thing, and then I think
but went.
Maybe the statue was later then. Yeah.
It went when I was there because look. For me, it was go to a state school.
Yeah.
So Temple, Pittsburgh, Penn State.
There's all good engineering schools.
Yeah, great schools. Temple was just too close to my parents' house.
Okay.
Pitt was too far. Okay. Penn State was in the middle. So I didn't understand like the whole football drama. I just was going to college.
You're not a You weren't at Penn State till I died. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am now.
Okay, you are now.
Yeah,
you are fucking. Why is Franklin so mediocre?
Yeah, like come on. When I watch those football games, I want to kill myself.
Fuck? This quarterback was supposed to be good. Now he sucks.
Yeah. Why did we give that bald ass man $20 million?
Dude, these fucking college coach needs to be fucking arrested for the fucking deals they're doing.
And honestly, give half of that money back to the education.
Dude, well, that's why people liked Paterno so much, is because Paterno was so underrated. Like, he should have won way more championships, but just like how it was, like he got fucked. Like President Nixon fucked him over. Do you know this? Because back then it was just like the BCS decided which two teams.
Okay.
I think teams would even like play. And like they didn't even know but they would just decide which two teams were playing for it, you know. And Nixon's like, made a plaque. It's like, yeah, Texas is playing for it or whatever. And it's like, well, Penn State was undefeated. It was like better. You know, he just fucked Penn State or whatever.
Everyone loves Texas.
Yeah, you know? And Texas was a big deal. And yeah, he had to pander and stuff like that. And yeah,
it was my last 2 years of college. I fell in love with Penn State football.
Yeah,
because that's when I got season tickets.
Yeah,
I understood what tailgating was for the first time in my life. Wild. Being drunk, wasted at fucking 10 a.m.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
At breakfast time?
Yeah.
Fucking
eating
pancakes? Wasted?
You know what? You know where I was? I was at Penn State, and this is very Indian.
Yeah.
Well, first off, so Joe Paterno, just to finish the Joe Paterno, he was the guy who won the national championship and said, "Let's use this money to build a library."
I love that.
So that's why why he
Paterno
was so
library.
lovable until like all that shit come down. Yeah, the Paterno Library, exactly.
I spent many nights
there.
But
actually, I was at Penn State, and I was in. I think it was an Indian restaurant. I was with my friend and then his roommate, and his roommate was like in a medical program, which it was like him, like a Jewish guy, and like a ton of Indian people. And so the Indian people were like, who knew him from the program, were like coming up to him and be like, "Oh my God, man, this is the greatest day of my life." And they were hugging, "Oh my God, I'm so happy. This is amazing. This is so great. Oh my God." And it was like Indian person after Indian person. And like, what the fuck is going on? Do you know what was going on?
No, what?
This is 2011. India had won the Cricket World Cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. Yeah, I mean, cricket is, honestly, it's like, I think cricket and I think soccer are like, I think questionably like one of the two biggest sports.
Cricket's huge. Cricket dominates India. Like the IPL is one of the biggest leagues in the world.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
only like the NFL is like only like the NFL, NBA, and like Premier League are bigger in terms of revenue. It's like fucking huge.
Yeah.
And cricket is like all the like. Yeah, like India, Pakistan, which are two of like the most populated countries in the world, and then Australia and New Zealand and like a bunch of the islands and stuff like that, and England, of course.
Well, dude, there's like a great come up story, like Vishnu Vaka. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's like a comedian.
Okay,
he's an older brown comedian.
Okay,
he does a lot, opens for like Russell Peters, and now he's on like his own tour.
Okay,
it's like really great. But I had him on the podcast, and he was like telling me like.
Oh shit, that's a good get.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's like excellent, and he was like telling me like, first Indian people love cricket because there's so much drama. Right?
Yeah,
it's a very Indian people love drama. They love it like prolonged. They love just.
Yeah, dude, and you,
and fucking. But like apparently at that time, so cricket I think is a British person game.
It was invented by the British.
Yeah.
That's why all their colonies love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so like now we're imperialized, right? And like they're treating us very wrong. So there's like and then at that time, like I think some African country was like at the top of cricket. Yeah. And then like
South Africa.
They're
very big too.
Yeah.
Another colony.
And they're like all these big players there, and then the fucking we go in there for like one match. And then like this guy, like in like the fucking sixth inning, whatever, you know what I mean? However that works. He like scores like 100 runs. Yeah. And then after that, just India just started fucking murdering just games. And then that's where
100 runs, not that much in cricket.
Or maybe it was like
wickets.
Yeah, or maybe it was like 186 or something. He like won the whole game. Yeah. Just by his like turn.
I mean, that's a good amount, but like it's not a unsurmountable amount. Yeah.
Or maybe it just like put him over like the edge or something.
Right, yeah.
But like everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then they just like
the tides can turn very quickly in cricket. Yeah. And the IPL is like even because traditionally cricket's like fucking 5 days or something like that. But the IPL is like 3 hours, kind of like baseball. So
now they're like fucking. We got to commercialize it. Get Pepsi on the fucking
exactly, dude. Did you see the Hassan Minhaj piece on the IPL, the Indian Premier League for cricket? Did you see that?
It was his old show.
Yeah.
I've seen like all of those.
Yeah, and it was like it was just crazy, like how like they're like, yeah, we're gonna like India almost like takes like all the horrible. America is so commercialized, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, we see that shit, we'll do it even better because in India is like even better at excess bullshit than America, you know? Like just the Indian weddings, the best. I mean, there's the famous one with fucking Rihanna. Dude, I remember seeing like they did one at Versailles like years ago. Like there's like I remember I had like Guinness Book of Records and that kind of stuff, and it's like whenever it's like a guy who like built a shirt at like a 80-pound shirt just of gold, like it's always an Indian guy.
Well, you know what it is? It's just like we said, like Hinduism is the oldest religion. Yeah, it's just when you take money that far back, obviously it's gonna stack. Right. So obviously there's gonna be just a family over there that's been just rich forever. Yeah. And now it's 2024. You know what I mean? Like how not? Yeah. Like that's how I kind of see it. But I loved it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then people were like, Rihanna gave a half-ass performance.
Yeah. And she's like, now I have to say congratulations. Hope you're married.
Yeah. But the thing is like, the audience on TikTok or social media doesn't get. Yeah. Like they just wanted Rihanna there. You know, like they understand that she just has given birth to 2 children.
Right. She's not touring at all.
Yeah, like they really understand like she's a mom. And this is like, you know, like they love dancing and all that.
I wonder why does Rihanna like translate the most to like as far as Western to like Indian culture?
Okay, so
like why Rihanna specifically?
Maybe like his wife loved Rihanna.
Okay. It's usually just something like that. Yeah. I was like, is she like big in India or something?
No, like the artist my mom knows is like Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Will Smith, but like from movies,
just the biggest people. Yeah.
But like I think maybe his wife.
The most Bollywood of American people. Yeah.
Exactly. But I think Rihanna's just maybe his wife liked her.
Is she SRK? Is she a big SRK?
What's that?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, like, that's like a fucking one of our guys. Of course.
Is that,
Amitabh Bachchan. My mom
is that
loves
her, like that's her generation, or maybe?
I mean, that's still like Indian people
just
live
every
forever.
Indian
Like he just has like.
Do you know Raj Kapoor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And do you? He's like a little bit before even your mom's time.
Maybe I don't.
Well, no, he was like the Indian Charlie Chaplin kind of.
Okay.
Maybe you don't know him.
No, but
okay. Because I was wondering if you did, because because I'm just trying to just.
Do you know Amitabh Bachchan?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll show you him next. Okay, hold on. Raj Kapoor. Let me look at him.
Maybe he's not even that important, but I just saw a TV show where they're like he's the Indian Charlie Chaplin, so I'm like.
No, I think he's a little bit above my time.
He's pretty old.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up watching too much
Bollywood.
I did, but like
I didn't watch any TV at all.
But it was like I didn't care to watch it because I didn't understand it because there's a lot of it's in Hindi.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just didn't care for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like this is my mom's like favorite Indian actor. Like, it's crazy. She loves this man. Like. This guy, and he's been in a couple American movies.
Yes,
too.
he was in Slumdog Millionaire. He was the
host. Yeah, of course.
I believe he was the host.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But like he's been in like some of our like movies. Like you wouldn't like just playing an Indian guy cameo.
Right. Yeah. Like, no, he definitely looks very familiar. Yeah.
So she loves this guy.
Yeah.
But I think he's all right. Because he's caused drama in my life.
Why? Because your mom's like, I'm watching him. Or
Amitabh Bachchan, look at me.
He takes his shirt off in this film.
No, he's just, you know what it is? He's just a tall brown man.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
You know, and what are you going to do when you see a tall anybody? Yeah. Bitches go crazy.
I guess so.
That's all, you know.
But it's funny though, because like our movie stars, most of them are like small, because like the camera shoots small people real well.
Yeah, but
so a lot like the Tom Cruises,
But when you have a population of 1 billion,
yeah,
it's like that 6'3" guy, there's only like 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
A lot of us fall.
India tends to be shorter.
I think so. I would say so.
Okay. Yeah.
I like. The thing is, when you come over here, nutrients, food.
Yeah.
Like my mom is maybe like 5'3". My dad is 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah.
I'm 5'8", 5'9". But I could definitely take my dad, my mom, and my sister all in a fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Is it kind of like one of those things?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you mean? Like, what if like she was like really quick and like you know? What I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but like no, they're all like small.
Yeah. Okay.
And but I feel small in comparison to like.
How tall are you?
Like 5. I write 5'8" on my license, but I think I'm 5'9".
Okay.
Tim,
hey, me too. Exact same situation. I'm definitely 5'9", but like I was 5'8" when I got it when I was like 18.
I always undersell. Always undersell.
Yeah.
Arrive and I'm like, hey. They're like, wait, you're bigger than you look. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I'm planting the compliments.
I feel so small and safe with you.
We get few enough compliments in life. You got to plant them in whenever you can. You know what I mean?
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Very few compliments.
So after this, we're gonna go to a comedy show. Let's talk about some comedy.
Okay.
You know what I mean, why did you get in? Like, because I don't want to forget that the Bobcast is a big rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But and we've had a great ramble.
Yeah.
But there are some serious things I need to know about you.
Okay,
James.
sure. Let's do it.
So why did you start all this fucking shit?
Why did I start comedy?
Yeah, like why?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. So there's multiple levels of answers to this.
Yeah.
So I will say this, that in 2008, 2009, I really got into like comedy podcasts when they were first coming out, like all the OG ones. Like I listened to all of them. And so I really the propaganda really got me about like the life of a comedian.
I love that word, propaganda.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dude, podcasts, like there's so many brainwashed comedians at open mics because of podcasts. Like they just think that the way that the guys at the store, the guys at the cellar talk about like that's how it is. And it's like, no, that is not how it is. That's how Mark Norman thinks it is and how Joe Rogan thinks it is. But yeah, it really got to me and I was really like, yeah, I want to do this. This is fun. And
but it's crazy you learned the passion of comedy through podcasting, but you yourself don't really have a podcast.
I don't. No, you're right.
It's interesting. I only started a podcast because I came to like the end of my rope.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a great way to network. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But I never really wanted to fucking be that guy.
Yeah.
So, I get that.
I would want to do a podcast, and I briefly did a podcast, but like it'd have to be something unique and different. Like I'm very like what's the right word for contrary in that way. Like I did a podcast that never aired where it was like the content was me and another comedian would like try like doing like crazy insane things and then like talk about it on the show like
Jackass almost.
Just more like experienced level.
Okay.
You know, so we went to a comedian. There's a stand-up comedian who also is in like a hardcore band. Mm-hmm. So we went into Philly and watched his hardcore band and like moshed and stuff like that. And none of us had ever moshed, so we did that. We also like went to like the mall and like had to compliment strangers, which is fucking insane. Like don't ever do that shit. So we did a few. We were gonna like we just did those two, but we never like finished the podcast. Like we had ideas like go to poetry night or go to karaoke night because we're both very like I'm certainly very like it's sometimes hard for me to like get out of my comfort zone in areas that are like very easy for you. Like you're a very partying, outgoing guy. Like that stuff like very much scares me. So it was the idea to like get out of that comfort zone and talk about it on a podcast.
Confident.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what got me into it. And I tried like after I graduated college, I tried it for a week and a half, and then a comedian like really made fun of me to hurt my feelings, and I didn't do it for like 3.5 years.
Do you remember who that was?
I do.
Here, tell me. I'll bleep it out.
He's still doing comedy. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it matters to me. I just want to know. I'll bleep it. No, seriously, I'll bleep it out.
It's over 10 years ago now.
You tell me after that.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
But it's not like I don't want to risk being fucked.
Obviously.
I don't know this guy at all, but I'm pretty sure he's still doing comedy. Yeah. And he's probably not even an asshole, but it just was the wrong thing at the wrong time. And
so you didn't do it for 3 months, okay?
3 years.
3 years. Oh, fuck.
And then I did it again. Yeah, I didn't start going. And then I did it again for 2 days, and then stopped again for a year, and then started again for good.
Where is all this starting and stopping happening?
In Philly. Well, so the first time I did, I like chose the right mics, but they were great mics, but I just couldn't do it. So one was on South Street. It was called like at the L2 Lounge, Comedy Under the Disco. That was the first mic I ever did. That was great. I forget who it was run by. I think it was run by like Brian Six and a few other people.
I did,
but I don't remember. There's few people who kind of started there too. Was Chris Dolan, I think, used to do stuff there.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, I ran into Chris Dolan a couple of times.
But yeah, that's long gone. And then there was also a big staple was Laughs on Fairmount. So like right here, right across from the prison there at the Fairmount Tavern, which used to be a huge staple as well. And that's where the guy made fun of me. Wow. And it hurt my feelings. And then I also made the mistake of we did. It was called Lickety Split. It was an all-black room.
Yeah, I've heard about this one.
And we went there like the day of like they announced that the Laugh Factory was closing.
Okay.
So people were just like wearing like Save the Laugh Factory and stuff like that. And but yeah, no, it was just bad and confusing, and they roast the shit out of you at black rooms if you're not funny. And like we showed up, we were like, oh, because the L2 Lounge is like list goes in order. Like we would show up like an hour and a half early, and we still wouldn't go till like almost midnight. So like you got to get there real early. So we did that at the black room. Works differently. Like we were waiting around for a full hour.
Oh
and a half.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy. It was just like brand new experiences. I went with, I don't know if you know this comedian. I went to high school with, I don't know if you know Drew Garrison at all.
I don't think I do.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of around. He's very funny. Well, he's okay. But Drew,
you're very funny.
He stutters a lot, and he's on the spectrum.
Okay.
And so I was a little cocky, and first open mic together, I'm like, I'll follow him because I'm obviously going to be better than him. He gets up on stage, and he was in this group in college where like you wrote dirty stories. So he just reads a dirty story he told. It fucking crushes so hard that a booker who was in the audience, because someone was like leaving, it was like their last mic before they moved to Los Angeles, so their booker friends were there. They saw him, they like booked him on the show. People were like buying him beers and toasting him and shit. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta go follow that now. Yeah. And I get, oh my God, there's a live fish there.
I tried to like call that out to you earlier because I've seen you've been looking at it the whole time.
Yeah.
And now, this is Nancy.
I finally got, that's so cool.
Would you like to hold her? Yeah, go ahead. You're already doing it.
Okay, I'll hold
her. Go
her.
easy on her, though. Oh, yeah, that's Nancy.
There you go. And so anyway, he crushes. I obviously bomb like hell because I wasn't funny because it was my first time. And then as we're taking the train back home, he's like, yeah, so like when I'm going to be famous, I'm going to remember all you guys. So like, and I was like, oh, that was so hard on me. I was like, fuck.
Well, you know what that was?
Yeah.
That was karma right there.
Yeah.
You were like.
You
had the intention.
I was cocky.
He was, Well, and that's.
And I was condescending and a dickhead, kind of.
Yeah, and that's it bit you in the ass. And like now, like. You know, I just hit Karma the other night. Like fucking. Yeah. I did that. I did a roast battle.
Yeah, Karma is your boyfriend?
No, she's my fucking.
Karma is the guy on the Chiefs?
Karma, for me, is a fucking woman that is just watching all my actions, and every time I make a wrong move, she's like, and I did this roast against this comedian, Damon Lilly. Great guy.
Okay.
But he is a great writer of puns. And I'm not a pun guy.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller.
Okay, yeah,
and,
me too.
And man, he came out with like I just came out with like racist shit, like brown and black racist shit. Yeah. Which had like an end goal, which had punch like Damon, your forehead is so big and brown, Israel wants to bomb it.
Okay. That's a roast joke. That's what roast jokes are. Yeah.
Yeah, but like his were so punny that it was like I couldn't even like.
They were really doing well, the puns.
They're really crushing me, and it was like what the karma was. It was like I came up there and I was like, you know what, Damon, you're such a nice guy. The Bhav. But he can't roast you. And I turn around, put on these sunglasses, but I'm like, the Bhav kid. Okay. And as soon as I did that, I felt the crowd.
That's a little cheesy, yeah.
This is
like,
the Bhav.
Who's this guy? Yeah. Fuck this guy. We don't know who the Bhav is. Is this Sasha Fierce? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And
is Ziggy Stardust on stage right now?
It was fucked up. I lost them actually. I lost there.
Yeah.
I lost them before the roast battle even started.
Yeah.
And but that's karma. I came in too hot, and I came in like.
It's how you learn.
I came in thinking I was going to demolish his ass.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he demolished me.
Yeah.
I didn't give my opponent the respect he deserved in any sense of the fucking thing, you know what I mean? And I learned.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
That's what makes you a comedian.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so okay, this guy, he kills, you feel sad.
Yeah.
Where does it go from there?
I do it again. He goes on vacation for a week, and I do it myself a couple times, and then I just quit again for 3.5 years. There's some like darker parts of this, but I'll get into it a little bit. So I was just really trying and not having success doing it, and then my sister has a suicide attempt, and it's really like dark and horrible, and like she just got to a place where she was in a job she didn't like, she was having trouble with people. She wasn't like dealing mentally well with things, and she just kind of snapped, and it was really like I had to like restrain her physically for like hours because she would just try and kill herself any way possible. And I think that was just like a time where I realized I can't waste any more time. Like I don't want to end up like this.
Right.
I need to do what I want to. I need to follow my passion. I need to let it out. And so like right after that, like literally this happened Christmas, like end of January, I got up on stage, and I never stopped getting up on stage since. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's
what did she have a passion that she wasn't like seeking into? What was, because as someone, my whole life I've thought about suicide.
It's very complicated. I mean, it wasn't like she always wanted to be a singer.
Right.
Like it wasn't that cut and dry or anything like that. But it was just like things were like shittiness was building up.
Yeah.
And she wasn't dealing with it healthily. And it just things got really bad.
I mean, like obviously we say like a singer or a comedian.
Yeah.
But to some people the dream is just like, like having a beautiful family that loves each other.
Yeah.
And if you're like at a dead-end job and whatever, and it's like, like in dating is like tough and whatever that is, you know what I mean, to each individual. And it's like, and then we spend so much time alone.
Yeah, there was definitely a major trigger there where like, some guy was just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, and all sorts of other stuff, and
of course,
and
what I was trying to say is like life piles
my
on.
mom is not like she definitely like when I wanted to go to therapy as a kid, she was like, fuck no, that means you're insane.
Yeah.
You want to be a politician, they'll think you're gay if you went to therapy.
I mean, Indian people feel the same way.
And then she did, and then she, like I hear about shit, like she was like almost encouraging my sister in like unhealthy ways where like they were doing like witchcraft rituals and bullshit because like she was having trouble with someone at work. Someone at work was like, people at work are mean. You know what I mean? Like at work, I think they've done studies. It's like so important to have a fucking friend at work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so I think people were like bullying her and treating her like shit. And someone like gave her a purse, and they thought it was like a hex, so they were like burning it and shit. And she, when my sister started having episodes, like I was like, yeah, we gotta take her in. Like my mom like brought in like an exorcist and shit like that. So it gets really dark.
Yeah,
we don't have to go all there.
No,
but
it's very interesting.
But it is very interesting, and I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm not like ashamed of it. Like that's just how everyone has fucked up shit in their life, and
well, it's like okay, so you've done shows at like pretty much like all these fucking crazy venues,
everywhere,
festivals, these like weird hobo places in the middle of the woods.
Yeah. Did you ever do any of those?
I wanted to do one of those, but no one ever booked me for one. But I thought they were so interesting.
We didn't know you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
Really,
you guys didn't really know me back then.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too consistent with my like going to your guys' mics. So it's okay. It wasn't anything big. But dude, what makes a perfect comedy room? Like if you were like you've been in enough places, you do Roux comedy. You've seen enough spaces. Like if you were to imagine your own room, what would you do?
So it's control. Like it's control of lighting. It's control of sound.
Okay.
Those are the two most important things. And then getting like good, fun people to like be audience members. Those are the three most important things.
I want you to kind of paint a picture of the room.
Yeah. So like.
Stage height,
lower stage. I mean, I like smaller rooms. Some people like maybe like bigger rooms, but I like smaller rooms, and like very, very wide because you want as much surface area on the stage of people. You want as many people as close to the stage as possible.
Right.
Very wide. Like ideally, like if it was like. None of the venues we do have this, but ideally like sound treated so that like, you know, it like the sound, it doesn't like echo or anything like that. But yeah, as many people as close to the stage as possible. And then like pretty dark, like almost pitch black, like all of the room. And then the stage is light up. I don't like, some people like really hot lights. I like slightly like less hot lights.
Yeah.
I like so like a bit of dimness to the lights and a mixture of like colors just to like give it a feel. If you really want to get like people do this for tapings, if you really want to, you add in like some you like have a smoke machine to give like the air atmosphere and depth and stuff like that. Like that'd be pretty. I've never done a show like that, but that'd be pretty sick. And people just sitting there, and so you see no like. No exit signs. No, you know, we're all gonna die in a fire. But like, just no other lights, no other distractions. Like black wall, everything. You know what I mean? Except for on stage, and then just people paying attention to you.
What size is the stage for you?
Well, it depends. I don't have like a good size stage. I mean, most of the shows I do, I have my stage is like it's like 6 foot by 4 feet. I think. I think if I would go a little bit bigger. I think like for my room, like I just did like maybe the best room I did, and we fit like 40 people, but it was like a small room, and I probably would move the stage up to like a foot to 16 inches height, and then I'd probably just do like 2 4x4, so 8x4 size stage.
Okay.
And yeah, like that's ideal for right now.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like money, ideal, big as possible. You know what I mean? Like as most people as possible. But bigger rooms are much harder, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just not there yet. But you know, I smaller, more intimate rooms. I love that. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Like in comedy, you have this idea of like if you do like. You've done Philly's Funniest, right? Obviously.
Yes.
So, like, you can see kind of, like, the first 2 rows. As you look back, it gets darker, whatever. But, like, I always feel uncomfortable looking out into the darkness.
Yeah.
Not seeing anyone and, like, talking to them.
Okay.
Like, it's, like, obviously it's not customary to, like, light up the crowd during, like, you play, like, the Met, right?
Yeah.
But me, I always just feel like, it's like something I had to get over, but just like speaking to that black space.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to look at your fucking, because for so long, I was like with my mom, like when I was doing bad things in college, I couldn't make eye contact.
Yeah.
And I think eye contact is a big thing.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's about connecting.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't like rooms.
I can't connect to them.
Like if you ever did, I think they changed the lighting now, but like back before COVID, if you did the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, you were just staring into like a dark void, and even though people were right up on you, you couldn't see them. So I don't like that. I like a glow, like a TV level of glow, you know, on like the audience, at least the first 2 rows. But I like that. Helium, you got to think of it. Helium is not the best comedy room it can be because Helium's goal is to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it was like a better comedy room, they wouldn't have tables to like jam down drinks and overpriced chicken wings. Right. You know
I see what you're saying.
So like, I think like smaller theaters are definitely like, as far as built rooms, like, or black box theaters, like those are probably like the most ideal to do comedy, but not financially wise, because right now at most, until you get to theaters, we're not really selling comedy, we're selling alcohol. So that's where we make the money. That's clubs. You make a ton of money at clubs, just because, you know, you sell a ton of alcohol, a ton of overpriced food. So that's what we really are at this moment.
Yeah. No, James, I love like all the investigation you've done, like all in this side of the comedy business.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I talk to you, like there's always something you say that's so, like, I'm like, damn,
good,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you about this. You've been sitting here crisscross style.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate you for this.
Oh, you do?
No, stay. Because I can't do this comfortably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Indians, like I have a part of it in my act. It's like,
that's offensive. No.
No, well, like, you know, like the joke.
No, that's what I grew up calling it.
Yeah, Indian style, but like, you know what it really is? It's not like these type of Indians.
No,
it's Native Americans.
Native Americans, yeah.
But like, you know, no one's ever called me out yet about it.
Yeah.
And then if someone were to be like, oh, they mean Native Americans, I'm like, can you just be racist for once and treat Indians as Indians or something like that?
Yeah. Blame the Italians. Christopher Columbus. It's their fault for calling them.
But
Indians.
I love this. It makes me so jealous. It's a great position to sit in.
It is fun. If you did yoga, maybe you'd get used to it.
Do you want me to beat you up?
I'll have you in downward dog in no time.
Fucking my ass. I have to like take a piss, but like you don't have to leave for the show until like 7:40.
Okay. You know you're right by here, right?
Yeah, so we can like
I'm
walk
down
there.
to do
Yeah, like let me take a quick piss.
Sounds good.
All right, so James, before we get out of here, we just took a quick pee break because we have small bladders.
Yep.
What's your proudest moment in your life, you think?
Oh God! See, this is where I struggle with when
I
was briefly in therapy. They like asked me questions like that, and I was like, I don't know. I have self-esteem issues. I guess my proudest moment is starting and sticking with comedy. You know, like that is like I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of everything that I've accomplished in comedy. Like I honestly, if you asked me when I first started, if I'd be like, I didn't think I would ever be at this level where I'm like actually like making some money from comedy and like getting, I mean, they're all my bookings. I'm booking myself, but I kind of prefer it that way because I have the power and the control, and
you're
it's
also
not
getting
like,
the rooms.
I don't have to like, I can do what I want, and so I really do feel very like,
you have a
happy
brand
about that. Yeah,
that's like getting millions of views.
Yeah,
so
it really is. I have my production company, Roux Comedy, where I do a bunch of shows, and then I also videotape the shows and cut clips, and those clips are getting millions of views. And I just learned how to edit videos with keyframes. Are you familiar with this? Where you can like pan, kind of, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I never did that before. Now I'm doing it.
Like
I'm just getting
in
better.
And out via like scale.
Yeah,
and
I would zoom in and out, but like the pan, I never
just
figured
like
that out
following
before.
the head.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I do clips, right?
Yeah.
And let's say like you're laughing and you're fucking. You know what I mean?
You know how to do that?
Yeah, so I basically...
I just figured it out.
You know, like, the best way to do it?
Yeah.
So just look at the start and stop position of the head if they're going like this.
Yeah.
And just start it, like, keep their head center.
Yeah.
Start that keyframe here.
Yeah.
And just wait until the video goes there and just move the whole thing once.
Yeah.
And
then, I do that. Sometimes I even, like, if the head's here and then it gets here... I might even wait like a couple of seconds and then put it here so it like slowly follows, so it looks like more natural. Because if it just goes, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. So you got to figure out what like the tolerance is to that to make it like smooth and however fast they're moving or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's that's what sometimes can make editing take hours.
Yeah.
Now you get into the nitpicky of that.
I'm getting good at that because when I find I also do like a YouTube channel where I tell like very personal stories and you know different stuff, and I find what I liked about doing Roux Comedy is I'm just editing other people's stand up, and you know what? There's no emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Like in writing, they have a saying like you got to kill your darlings, meaning you really have to make decisions to cut shit. Because when you write something, you're attached to everything.
Yeah.
So it's hard to make decisions of what to cut and what not. But it's when it's other people's shit, I'm just so good at like murdering darlings over and over again. I'm like, Oh, you know what? It just works better. Oh, you know what? There's 3 parts to this joke. They're all very funny. But you know what? It works better if it's fucking 45 seconds long. I'm just cutting that. You know what I mean?
I love
just
it, dude.
do that. And I think that's why a lot of my clips are pretty successful.
You took some of my bits and you cut the fat out of them. But like that's the problem with
it. You did really well. Like you got like a couple $30,000.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten the most views and likes off of your clips than I've ever done off my own.
I know, that's my thing. I feel like I'm cucking people.
You're not.
Like,
You're doing us a service.
I am. Yeah.
As someone who has put over.
But I'm like, I can fuck your wife better than you can.
Great, fuck her. You know what I mean? Because I'm kidding, still here.
No. But yeah, no, I do take pride in that because like I do see people. I like a lot of people because what I think is important in like the comedy business. What I try to do is like just see, because I feel like everyone's so undervalued in the comedy business in like locally. So I just find people who are really good at undervalued and try and like create value with them. And so that's clips too. Like so many people are, so not you, but like other people are like really bad at cutting clips. And I think part of it is like my algorithm realizes like, oh, I release like a lot of clips, like
and it's all stand
3 or 4
up
clips a week, and they're all like pretty high quality. So that helps. The algorithm's like, this guy's worth at least 3,000 to 5,000, but also millions sometimes. So
and the background is like uniform. It looks pleasant to the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
got a formula. And so where was I going with this? But yeah. So I just do that, cut a bunch of clips. But there's no trauma. Like my personal channel where I just talk about like different stories. There's like so much trauma. Like there's trauma and everything. So I had to take a year-long break from it. I think the last one I did was like it was like street performing.
Dude, that was also on my list.
Yeah,
tell me about that. Why would you do that to yourself?
I know, fucking talk about trauma because I only know how to tell stories about trauma. Like that's all I know in comedy.
But you know, street performing in AC is going to give you more trauma.
It so was. You know what? It was so beautiful though. I did it. I only did it for like a couple hours, and actually it was only a couple hours. It was amazing, but it's so nerve wracking, and it could be really like. Yeah, actually, you know what? And I used it in my video. I only used a couple hours. I actually did it a couple more other times where like a homeless crack addict just comes up to you and starts harassing you. I'm like, okay, we got to go.
That was like doing comedy at Raven during the pandemic, outdoor mic. Yeah. A fucking crackhead be like, what are you guys yelling about?
Yeah.
Can I get on that mic?
Oh, you know what I also got is, speaking of religion, I produced a show at Gay Pride Week in Harrisburg, so central Pennsylvania. So they have a great like gay scene in Harrisburg. There's like 3 gay bars all along this and big, huge, fun ones, old ones in middle. There's 3 different like good ones.
The gays know how to have a good time.
They do know how to have a good time, and so they have a Pride Week where they have like the whole like if you think of like Harrisburg is kind of like a miniature Washington D.C. So the whole like middle yard, like right in front of the like dome of the Capitol. They just did a whole pride thing, lots of drag shows, all that stuff. But they also wanted comedy, so I booked some comedians, and the show was going so good. Like the host crushed it. The first comedian is crushing it, and then these fucking protesters who have like megaphones get up and start like, sin, you're all gonna die.
Wow.
Sin. And they start like copying like every word he's saying. Like he had a joke about like emotional blackmail. He's talking about emotional blackmail. Like it was like just remixing his whole set. Fucking like it hit like it took 25% of the wind like out of the show, which I was still did well, but it was like they were like, there was a barrier, so they had to stay outside the barrier, and they had people with like giant rainbow golf umbrellas that would like block them. But like the sound, you still have control, and you can't like shut them up because like constitutionally, I guess they're allowed free speech or some bullshit.
And that's why we need more guns.
And that's what. I mean, there was a lot of cops with guns around because this is like even now, but like in the summer of 2023, like that was like the height of the like we're afraid of drag queens or whatever. So. Yeah, it was
James.
That was the craziest heckler ever.
What we do
is
above people's personal fucking vendettas against the gays.
Yeah.
You know, look, for you to produce a comedy show takes a lot of energy.
Yes.
It makes you tired. You gotta contact people.
Oh.
You gotta listen to people's excuses and bullshits. So when the time comes,
I know all comic bullshit. That's my number one rule. My number one rule is just don't bullshit me. Yeah. If you need to drop out, fucking drop out. If you want more money, tell me you want more money, and either I'll give you more money or I won't. Like, you know, it's that. Don't give me bullshit excuses that I can see right through.
Yeah.
And don't tell me, like I'm trying to tape I need a tape to send to Showtime. I was like, get the fuck out of here at this shitty brewery. Really? That's what you need? Like, just don't bullshit. That's when I feel like offended. I feel like you're condescending to me. When just tell me what you want. I try and be fair. I really try and be fair. I try not to be a dick. But fucking, I do deal with like a lot of shit. So like,
comedians are drama queens,
dude. Such drama queens.
They're
and
so
like,
liberal.
And like they're like, give me the schedule so I can get there at the last possible minute. Yeah. And it's like, are you trying to stress me the fuck out? No. Well, get there a half an hour early. Is it that hard? Like, but you know, it's like. It's a balancing act. Like, how funny is someone versus how much drama they have.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're worth it. You know what I mean? Sometimes a little drama is worth it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I will say I have noticed, because I talk to like other producers and stuff, I feel like people pull the least amount of crap on me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm pretty, like, I know how to, like, my skill. Some people are like better at like bringing people in and like just charming people and charismatic. My skill is like, I know how to say no to people. I know how to like not deal with shit. Like I know how to like just shut shit down. Like if you're gonna pull that shit, like no, like you know what I mean. Like we're not working together. You know what I mean.
You know how
like,
to keep your space safe. For
yeah,
you.
Exactly. Keep it safe for me and the other comedians.
Yeah.
Like I wanna, like if I put you in a shitty situation where you don't succeed, like a lot of that's on me.
Yeah.
Like good shows, like it's super important. Like it's on me to get the right comedians at the show and to like set up the show in a way that you can succeed. So I do take a lot of responsibility for like how you do on stage. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I need to set you up to succeed. Yeah. So
no, and you do. You set everyone up to succeed. That's why you're a great guy. That's why I like working with you. That's why I want to just tickle you later.
Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. That's what I wanted to say about that drag queen shit.
Okay.
So you go through all this effort. You go through all this struggle. Right? You deal with all this drama. And now you got some people on a fucking microphone. Right?
Yeah.
You should be allowed to shoot them. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to shoot them. I just want to like break their like their amplified device.
Because if they're doing it to you, they're gonna do it to me when I host a gay show somewhere. Yeah. And it's not even about the gays. Yeah. It's about fucking just getting this goddamn tape. You know what I mean? They don't understand that. You know what I mean? I just need that goddamn tape with clips. You know what I mean?
That is the death. I have bombed so many sets because I'm like, stick to the script. You need the tape, and it's always the worst decision. I've had comedians on shows. They're like, I want a good tape, and it's like, no, just do what happens in the moment.
Just do the best show, and the tape will come. Actually,
yeah, exactly. If you find yourself in position and making decisions to get a good tape, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. And now, before we get out of here, let me ask you this last question, James. How's life as a redhead? What's the worst? What's the best part? You know we gotta hit this.
It's good now.
Oh, okay.
Redhead, I think it's good now. But dude, I grew up like end of high school, beginning of college was the onslaught of South Park Ginger Kids episode. I think it was high school, and I think it was like 2005 or 2008, around there, one of those. And so that was like that, because that was just a bunch of dumb kids thinking it's a game you can, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't know how to be super fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's fun when you give someone a template to be funny, you know, whether it's a meme or whatever. Oh, we'll just shit on ginger kids. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a template. There's a ginger kid. Yeah. I know what to do about him. I'll call him a soulless piece of shit or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, there's a ginger kid walking through the campus. I'll roll my window down and shout, "Gingers have no souls." You know what I mean? So yeah, that shit kind of sucks for sure. But other than that, it's okay. I mean, you know, you get compared to like whoever the famous ginger dude is at the time. You know, it was Ron Weasley from Harry Potter for a while. It was when I was thin. Briefly, it was Carson Wentz one time. Someone was like, "You look like Carson Wentz." I'm like, "That's pretty sick." When Carson Wentz was also like doing well, it was now it's like Ed Sheeran most of the time.
Yeah, I mean you do that in your own act.
But it's not too bad.
Wait, you loved Harry Potter, so what were your top 3 characters?
Probably Harry Potter was the main one. My top 3. I don't know. I like the story and the adventure of it. I wasn't like character driven per se.
You didn't just have like 3 homies you wish you could hang out.
I mean, definitely the
Harry.
Weasley's family was definitely
Weasleys.
redheads. Yeah.
No one obscure.
I'll be honest. I loved Harry Potter up until I read the last book. Like, I really haven't thought about Harry Potter in like over a decade. So
did something upset you about it?
No, I just stopped. I just grew out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I haven't thought about this in forever. Yeah,
that's something you should do.
I mean, I recently like rewatched all the movies because I think I missed some of the end movies, and they were good. Like, I enjoyed them. But yeah, I haven't had passion for Harry Potter in a while, just because I've moved on.
Hey,
so
brother, it happens.
I can't remember.
It's good. I actually saw this meme. It was like that. She was one of the characters that fucking Professor Sprout, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people like ask her to do like those cameo videos.
Oh no.
In the Harry Potter fucking thing, and she's like, "You guys are so fucking weird. It came out like 25 years ago." I was like, Professor Sprout, no!
Yeah. Emma Watson was getting bullied too when she was at Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she went to Brown for just trying to be a normal kid, and so whenever she'd like answer a question correctly, people would go like 10 points to Gryffindor.
I mean, that's fun.
She fucking hated that.
Come on.
I mean, I would hate it. Though.
That's fun. Come on.
It's funny. It's funny the first time.
You get all that money off of us. Like
yeah,
eventually you have to, like, actors, comedians, musicians, we're servants of the people.
Oh, you have 80 million pounds in the bank? I'm so sad.
Yeah, like, you're servants of the people, and you get everything you get off the fans.
Yeah.
So if that's what really gets them going.
Yeah. I think it's different when you're women, though. I think you get really weird, creepy people that we don't have to deal
but
with.
they're saying like 10 points to Gryffindor, not like, let me put my face in your titties.
They may have, I'm sure,
they may have said that, but 10 points to Gryffindor, get off my ass.
No, that's not the worst thing. Yeah, you're right. At your elite Ivy League school. Yeah.
That's...
No, I don't like defend famous people. Yeah. Whenever people are like, can you believe this famous person's getting canceled? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't defend like famous rich people. You know what I mean? Fuck them.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, James. I think we should get out of here. Go see some comedy.
Yes.
At Casa Duran. I had London on, I guess, last week, so this episodes. James, tell them where to find you.
Okay, you can find me at Roux Comedy on Instagram, on all social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then my personal stuff at James McAliney on Instagram, and on YouTube, where you can find all my like personal long-form stuff that are highly produced. You might like those. Thanks again, guys.
Hell yeah. James, you know why I love you so much?
Yeah.
Because you as a ginger, you're a minority, and I'm a minority, and that's what we are, brother.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for coming through, big dog.
Thank you.
Yeah. Deuces.